what is strange to me, Mr. Chair, is that in the crime scene, when it was investigated, the Honda car that was yung nasa Honda po sa harap, it was identified. The motorcycles were identified. The driver was identified. May mga CCTV tayo na nakuha, and all those bystanders who saw the incident were identified. Pero ang hindi na identify, Mr. Chair, and it has been going on for 4 years, is the possible motive, for example, and why up to now it has been remained unresolved for 4 years now. So, which actually leads me to probably my assumption, Mr. Chair, that the drug war at that time was made as a reference, as an excuse, probably for any individual who may be holding possible high office, to use that as a pretense to probably to get back on somebody na with personal vendetta, na meron silang personal vendetta. That's actually the thing that I have in mind, Mr. Chair. That's why I'd like to ask, Mr. Chair, Attorney Conti, no? Attorney Conti, dahil itong mga operation sa drug war na to, attorney, you've heard about the salaysay, no? The affidavits of our witnesses here, Colonel Mendoza and Mr. Mariano, no? Um, would you think that their testimonies have some semblance, no? Or may have corroborate the findings of your own investigation insofar as the EJK is concerned, no? Based on the findings that you did during those times, would you say that based on their testimonies, it may have similarities that this committee might say na may system talaga, may pattern talaga na itong drug war nung nakaraang administrasyon ay nagagamit ito para rampant yung pagpatay, hindi lang dun sa mga small scale, small time na mga pushers on the street, but even this is also being used as a way to advance personal vendetta, and then take down those personalities na ayaw nila or ayaw nilang makita or ayaw gumalaw o ayaw maipangbestigan na certain activity na makakasira sa kanila. Mr. Chair, Your Honors, if I may allow, if Ms. Attorney Conti may be allowed to respond to that question.
Yes, Your Honor. Specifically as to the circumstance of riding in tandem killing. So ito po yung katulad ng nakita po natin. It jives with the observations and statements of our witnesses who have been victimized by this kind of modus operandi, that one, the perpetrator rarely is identified, and even years after. So kahit po maraming witnesses na nakakita, walang makaka-identify, walang makaka-describe sa pumatay mismo. Second, therefore you would have no case moving forward. Second, that the cases would likely be archived, sent to cold cases ang tawag po nila, at hindi na po mababalikan. And our theory is that either the police are coddling the perpetrators themselves, kumbaga protektado po nila yung pumatay, yung umalis, or second, it's the police themselves who are the killers. That is our perception from the ground. And this modus operandi, Your Honors, is not only particular to the war on drugs. It's also applicable to any other politically motivated or any such motivated killings, even in the killings of activists. And ito na po ang modus operandi talaga. Basta po tinawag na enemy of the state. And during the time of Duterte, all drug addicts, all drug pushers, all those related to the drug trade, quote unquote, were called enemies of the state. In fact, Your Honor, if I may just add, as related to parang yung kaaway po na kung sino mang nasa posisyon, posible po yon. And we thought that the narco-politicians list was one indication that the drug war could be directed against the political opposition. Kumbaga, pwede pong imbentuhin yung mga pangalan na ilalagay doon o kaya sisingitan o kaya on-site, kapag papatayin, sasabihin nila, oh, drug lord to o kaya drug addict to. Because from the point of view of the PNP and many others in power at that time, just the invocation of the drug war or that this is an enemy of the state was enough as an exempting circumstance in relation to the crime. Kahit po may krimen, sasabihin nila na okay lang napatayin yan dahil drug lord naman. When in fact, it should not have been. Yung self-defense, even yung lawful performance of duty na sinasabi po ng police are only justifying circumstances. Meaning, dapat pong kasuhan, ito pong pumatay or nakapatay, at sa korte po patutunayan yung kaso. Kaya malaking issue din po ito, hindi lamang sa implementation ng polisiya, sa usapin ng mga kapulisan, kundi usapin din po ito para sa ating legal and justice system.
Thank you very much for that manifestation. For last lang po na manifestation, very quick po. I think, Mr. Chair, that this is a pattern, no? Nangyayari po. That the drug war in the previous administration was used to link personalities who may not, yung mga hindi kasama, yung mga hindi kakampi, like what happened to former mayor of Iloilo City, Mabilog. Sa palagay ko po, I think the committee has to dig deeper into this, no? Because the case of war on drugs, I guess, no, based on the salaysay of our witnesses, was used not to run after big drug pushers, not to run after and kill small-time pushers, but it was also made as a way to justify those who are not necessarily part or a friend to that administration, use that as a way to link them to the issue of illegal drugs. May bigay, maging biktima, not only mamatay, but even use that as a political assassination, in the case of the former Mayor Mabilog. I see the semblance, Mr. Chair, in the case of Mayor Mabilog, former Mayor Mabilog, and the one that we are discussing here right now, the former General Barayuga, na disguise of the war on drugs, sila po yung naging biktima dito. Namatay yung isa namatay naman ng kanyang karakter. So thank you very much for that opportunity, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman.
The accredited lawyer of the ICC. Attorney, Mr. Chair, kay Attorney Conti, sino po ba yung di ba merong list ang Office of Prosecutor ng ICC na iimbestigahan din? Sino ba yung mga nasa list aside from former President Duterte?
Well, first, Your Honor, actually we have another counsel, a counsel accredited with the ICC, Attorney Joel Butuyan of the Center Law is also present. But as to the question, Your Honor, most recently, the Office of the Prosecutor of the International Criminal Court identified 5 possible suspects in the investigation in the crimes against humanity in the Philippines. Foremost is former PNP Chief Bato de la Rosa, former PNP Chief Oscar Albayalde, Eliazar Mata, and 2 other names which escaped me, Your Honor. Romeo Karamat, yes, Your Honor. And
Romeo Karamat. Is that all?
there's a 5th one, Your Honor. Let me just check again.
Si Attorney Joel, meron po ba kayong alam? So, aside from former President Duterte, Albayalde, Kuramat, De La Rosa, Patang,
Your Honor, I confirm the names that were mentioned by Attorney Conti, Your Honor, but there are actually no official confirmation from the ICC yet on the full list of the names that are under investigation in the ICC, Your Honor.
So, in your knowledge, Mr. Chair, in your knowledge, anyone can answer. So, in your knowledge, pag ganitong nasa Office of the Prosecutor and they are on the list of suspects, ano ba sila? Sinosomon ba sila or binibigyan sila ng ng sulat para mag-testify or sumagot doon sa ano?
At this point, hindi pa po, Your Honor.
Attorney Conti?
Sorry, Your Honor. The last name is Colonel Edilberto Leonardo. Sorry. So two of those who are named as suspects in the document, well, as of now, it's unverified. But I believe that the document, there is high probability that it is correct and true, Your Honor. But as regards the question, in fact, the ICC is looking at a variety of actors, even regional, provincial, and city level directors in charge of coordinating operations on the ground. The working theory of the ICC, as we know it, Your Honor, is that these killings were under the instruction of a group, in particular the Davao Boys or the Davao Group, and under the instruction or direction of President Rodrigo Duterte. And as it appears now, there are also private individuals involved. So may police po, tapos meron din pong private officials na involved na parang ang lumalabas isa po palang criminal gang. Kaya importante po yung punto tungkol sa reward system kasi yung po yata ang magdidikit-dikit sa kung paano nga ba napopondohan yung patayan.
Okay. So, thank you, Attorney. Dito po sa, hindi niyo po alam kung sila po ay officially nag-respond, nag-cooperate sa ICC, investigators. So, wala po kayong alam doon.
Wala pa, Your Honor.
Okay.
And that is confidential, Your Honor.
Okay.
According to
Thank
the-
you. Kay Attorney Joel Butuyan, kasi di ba kayo po yung nag-imbestiga or kayo po yung tumulong kay ano no, isang witness natin, Mr. Chair, yung pong naalala natin yung sa Payatas, may 5 yata na EJK, may isang nabuhay. Okay, so salamat nabuhay. Si Murillo, Mr. Chair, kumusta na po si Murillo?
Your Honor, he was actually invited to be a resource person in this investigation. But he really has fear for his life, Your Honor. He was the subject of an assassination by the police, but he survived. His is an extraordinary story because he survived. And he identified the policemen who who killed 4 of his friends and who fired at him, Your Honor. A direct assault case was filed against him in the trial court of Quezon City. We got him acquitted after 7 years of hearings. But in the multiple murder cases and frustrated murder case that we filed in the Office of the Ombudsman, it slept the sleep of the dead for 6 to 7 years. And then after we got Mr. Murillo acquitted, the Office of the Ombudsman dismissed the cases that we filed against the policemen, Your Honor. So in July this year, we appealed to the Court of Appeals on the administrative case and then to the Supreme Court on the dismissal of the criminal cases, Your Honor.
Yeah, ito yung grupo ni Colonel Patay.
Yes,
sa,
Your Honor. The
sa Payatas o
Police
sa Batasan?
Station 6, headed by
Okay.
Colonel Lito Patay, Your Honor.
Okay. So, meron pa po ba kayong ina-assist na related to EJK under the Duterte administration?
We represent a total of 40 incidents, Your Honor. 35 in San Andres Bukid, Manila, 35 deaths. We filed a petition for a writ of amparo. This was consolidated with the case of Attorney Chel Jokno. And it was because of that case that the Supreme Court ordered the police to divulge all the documents related to the killings from 2016 to 2017. Unfortunately, until now, there's no ruling yet from the Supreme Court, Your Honor.
Okay.
On the writ of amparo
still
case.
pending.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Chair, baka pwede nating matulungan po no yung si Murillo na maka-attend sa atin at mas-secure yung kanyang yung protection niya and security. Baka pwede pong may magawa ang chairman, ang chair, ang committee, ang Quadcom para po dun sa security and protection ni Murillo po. Sir
Sige,
Chair.
we will just